Funny story for you. Yesterday I was complaining about this friend of mine. I found that he was taking commission uh, by taking me to this shop, like a warehouse where they sell toilets, sinks, tiles, granites, and lighting, bunch of shit. Anyhow, today I received a call from his cousin, and his cousin wanted me to edit something for him for his work. And I finished editing it, and I said to him, I sent it to you in WhatsApp. Did you get it? And he says, yeah. So anyhow, he says he sent it in and whatnot. He emailed it to the boss and whatnot. So, and then before he hung up, he told me, so what happened to the lady that you had bought stuff from her? Back forward, I I canceled my order when I found out he was taking commission. And so I called the owner of the shop, and I said to her, I'm sorry, I will not be able to take all this stuff I had bought from you. Please refund my bank account. And I sent her, the totals, that how much I paid. So she won't make a mistake. I want a full refund, because I don't want this asshole, who's my ex-friend, he's not no longer a friend of mine, to receive a commission. And so anyhow, I never told his cousin I had bought anything, and there was a problem or none of that. But he asked his cousin, because his cousin and I were friends as well, but we're not gonna be that close anymore as well, to ask me. But he wouldn't come up straight and ask me. He would, go around what he want to talk about, like, beat around the bushes. And that's what he was doing. And I said to him, no, well, I needed the money for something else, and I realized I jumped the gun and I bought everything. I bought everything rather quickly, but I'm gonna get it next month, I hopefully. But at this moment, I need this money for something else. I wouldn't tell him anything, and I rely on my intuition heavily. Whatever I think, and whatever I feel in my gut is right. And it has proved me, many, many times through my entire, life, that have whatever I feel not really at ease about, I always right. Something happened to also one of my sisters about 14 years ago. And I was telling my sister it was a family member who did this to her. She had a little bit of mishap or issues or whatnot back in Belgium, and I told her, "Is your cousin who did this to you?" Anyhow, it wasn't. It was backstabbing bullshit. What family does. And I said to her, "It's your cousin," and she told me, "No, no, don't be." You don't accuse people if you don't know for sure, and it's not right. You're gonna go to hell for this, and God is not gonna be, He's not gonna be forgiving if you accuse someone who had done something but he didn't really do it. God is not forgiving unless that person. But anyhow, unless you repent and you say, God forgive me for blah blah blah, thinking this and whatnot. Anyhow, after 14 years, my sister found out it was my cousin. And I told her, do you remember the conversation we had like 14 years ago? And she goes, yeah, you were right, but how would I know? I'm not a mind reader. I rely on my intuition heavily. Whatever I think of a person or of a situation, I'm always right. Never freaking wrong. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I play along, like if a friend of mine lied to me and I know they're lying, I don't confront them. I don't go like, you're fucking lying. Like, I don't say it like that. I just kind of play cool and pretend like I didn't know why they were lying to me or whatnot. And I'm trying to find out why they're lying. And I always do find out, because the way I ask, just I ask different questions to see if their story doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? And then I make that decision. But I never really confront, a friend of mine if they're lying to me about something personal, they don't want to tell me, or they don't want me to know, and stuff like that. And I always like just figure it out. Anyhow, intuition intuition and wisdom is not given to anyone, to everyone, should I say correctly. Intuition and wisdom is not given to everyone. It's a gift. Not everybody have it. You know what I mean? God doesn't give that to everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's written in Holy Quran. Wisdom is not given to anyone. And if you were given to you, you were given khayran kathira. You were given abundance. You don't know. Intuition is not just passed on. Give it to anyone. You know what I'm saying? And everyone. But anyhow, to get back to my point, intuition, it was given to me either through my ancestors or through my family or whatnot, but it is given, like I know that for a fact, because it helped me through this war, dark war, dealing with Canada, doing US, Australia, UK, all this evil in my life. It helped me navigate. You know what I'm saying? Because my gift was part of my gift that I see things in a dream. Before I became a target individual, I always see the things that was about to happen, or things that have happened in the past. So if you lost a key or something stolen from you or something, so I see it in a dream where I have left it, or something stolen from you, then I'll see in a dream who actually taken that. So that's my gift. Other gift is like music. When it comes to music, I could write really good lyrics. That's why I'm telling you why I'm not right. I haven't really thought about writing lyrics, even though the enemy had asked me to write for a bunch of singers when I became target individual, and I did refuse to write for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're not gonna pay me. They stole my intellectual property when I was in Australia, and I was trying to make this machine that works in frequency. It's like a bed. Anyhow, they stole it and sold it, and they told me they did. They like rub it in, my face, like we did stake it and stole your idea and we sold it to the Middle East, and I have not received a single dime. Anyhow, when it comes to renovation, I'm very, very, very good. It comes to writing, writing or music or anything. Like I always think about, movies, scripts. I always think about, how about this story? How about that story? Like that. Inventive, like I could invent something out of nothing. I could just think about, making money. When I was in Australia, I was thinking about they had problem with camels that was brought in by the Afghanis long time ago in the ships, and they let them loose. And I came up with an idea to ship them overseas to sell them and make money, because Australians were flying in helicopters and they were shooting these camels dead. Australia took this idea from me and also used it against my, they didn't pay me for it. I didn't get a single dime, which is fine. Some of the stuff I have written, they used it in music videos. It was my idea. Like, you can't take somebody's intellectual or thought and you take it and you just manufacture it as their own. It's not yours to keep. You understand? And so anyhow, renovation, music, writing, also intuition, and my gifts are like in dreams, and I could see the past and the future. That I used to before I got attacked, because they attack your DNA, they attack your blood, and your intuition is not really like it used to be. and but I still work on healing myself and healing my blood and healing my DNA structure, because they attack me with radiation. Radiation, it breaks your DNA structure. You weaken your immune system. You weaken your gifts. This is like, um, and wisdom and intuition. This is the gift that God, the Creator, had given me. Anyhow, today the conversation with this guy proved me I was right, because he told me something I never told him. He was telling me, so asking me about something that I never told him. You know what I'm saying? So I was right yet again. So I'm happy. Right now, I just need to finish my shit here in Sudan and pack up my shit and go to Iran. And I know 100% sure. I just feel it. I just feel it like it's, coming through my soul. Like the enemy is gonna stop attacking me when I'm ready to go. When I'm ready to go, they're like, "Oh, stay. We're gonna do this for you. We're gonna do that for you." I'm gonna say, "I don't fucking want anything from you," and I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because why stop now? After you put me through the ringer, you hurt me, you hurt my family, you put my brother in a wheelchair, you attack my sister, you send my sister and brothers into the hospitals, and you attack me financially, from being financially stable to freaking being broke. That I received money from my brother, one of my brothers, to assist me with my food and expenses and stuff. I never really asked for any of my family for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I was working full time. I had my own house, my own car back in Canada and stuff. And they just flipped the switch like this, to make you a guinea pig to illegal human experimentation. And you wanna come and apologize and feel guilty. And I am not accepting anybody's apology. I am not accepting anybody's apologies. You made my life a living hell. You can give me a choice. I like choices. Like, I would like to have, okay, how about this? How about that? But don't do things to me against my will. You know what I'm saying? It pisses people off, and people will be less forgiving. I am not forgiving. I will never forgive, and I will never forgive or consent to any torment and attack that you have put me through. You shall suffer. You shall suffer. Vengeance of the greatness of the Creator is going to come to you, whether you like it or not. I put my hands in the air and I say, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. God will avenge me.